Hello and welcome to Learning 101. Today we're going to talk about fractional parts. Let's review how to reduce fractions before finding fractional parts of numbers. Look at the fraction, 5/30. First, let's find the largest common factor that is common between both 5 and 30. Then we can divide the numerator and denominator by the greatest common factor. In this case, the greatest common factor between 5 and 30 is 5. So 5 can go into 5 one time, and 5 can go into 30 6 times. So the fraction is now reduced to 1/6. Now let's find fractional parts of numbers. Look at the question. What is 2/5 of 120? Since we have to find 2/5 of 120, we can write 2/5 multiplied by 120. Now we can turn 120 into a fraction. So we can now write 2/5 multiplied by 120 over 1. Keep in mind that a whole number over 1 is still a whole number. Now let's see if we can reduce the fractions before we multiply across. So let's see if we can reduce the numbers diagonally or vertically. In this case, we can reduce the numbers diagonally. So let's look at 5 and 120. The number 5 can go into both 5 and 120 without leaving a remainder. So let's reduce. 5 can go into 5 one time, and 5 can go into 120 24 times. Since we cannot reduce the numbers any further, let's multiply across. 2 times 24 gives us 48, and 1 times 1 gives us 1. So our fraction now becomes 48 over 1. And remember, a whole number over 1 is still a whole number. So 2/5 of 120 is 48. Now let's solve a worded problem. Look at the question. Mr. Ali has 1,000 acres of land. He plowed 3/50 of it. How much acres of land was plowed? When solving a worded problem, ask yourself, what is the question asking you to find? In this case, the question is asking you to find 3/50 of 1,000 acres. So let's see how much is 3/50 of 1,000. So we write 3/50 multiplied by 1,000 over 1. Now we can see if we can reduce any of the numbers. We can reduce diagonally here. The number 50 can go into both 50 and 1,000 without leaving a remainder. So let's reduce. 50 can go into 50 one time, and 50 can go into 1,000 20 times. Since we cannot reduce the numbers any further, let's multiply across. 3 times 20 gives us 60, and 1 times 1 gives us 1. And remember, a whole number over 1 is still a whole number. So to answer our question, how much acres of land was plowed? Well, the answer is 60. 60 acres of land was plowed. Now let's solve another worded problem. Mr. Ali has 1,000 acres of land. He plowed 3/50 of it. How much acres of land was unplowed? When solving a worded problem, ask yourself, what is the question asking you to find? Well, in this case, they gave you how much was plowed and ask you to find how much is unplowed. So if 3 of 50 is plowed, how much is unplowed? We can subtract 3 from 50. So 50 minus 3 gives us 47. So now we have to find 47/50 of 1,000 acres. Now we can see if we can reduce any of the numbers. We can reduce diagonally here. The number 50 can go into both 50 and 1000 without leaving a remainder. So let's reduce. 50 can go into 50 one time, and 50 can go into 1000 20 times. Since we cannot reduce the numbers any further, let's multiply across. 47 times 20 gives us 940, and 1 times 1 gives us 1. So our fraction now becomes 940 over 1. And remember, a whole number over 1 is still a whole number, so our answer is 940. If we go back to our previous question, we know that 60 acres of land was plowed. So to find how much is unplowed, we can subtract 60 from 1000. So 1000 minus 60 gives us 940. So to answer our question, how many acres of land was unplowed? The answer is 940 acres of land was unplowed. Let's review. Try to work the following exercises on your own. You can pause the video here. Here are the answers. If you've gotten all of them correct, good job! If you haven't, keep practicing. You'll get them right eventually. If you want to do some more practicing on fractional parts, click on the link in the description box below for more exercises on fractional parts. Don't forget to subscribe for new notifications, leave a like, and comment in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.